Yeah, it's about time we realize the holy DJ Wig will take you to the paradise. Yeah, I guess you know we know to tell you lies. DJ Schoolface, always so tight. Yo, hold up for a second. DJ Schoolface, can you please press the replay?
For news, views, and entertainment, stay tuned to Society for Radio Democracy 98.1, simply the best.
Of course, bringing you the sound done by Eric Donaldson. Happy Man. You listen to 98.1 FM, the nation's pride. 8 fastly approaching 10 o'clock exactly. 10 you go listen to Sport Update Extra. Stay tuned to 98.1 FM. Schoolface there for you this morning. Make sure you keep it.
For news, views, and entertainment, stay tuned to Society for Radio Democracy 98.1, simply the best.
Of course, it's Eric Donaldson, Happy Man. It's exactly 10 o'clock. We're gonna now join Studio 2 and bring you the program Sport Updates Extra. Stay tuned to 98.1 FM.
Brace up yourself and ready for another sports program. That na Sport Update Extra, where they come to you live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. From Monday to Friday, as you will get detailed discussion and analysis on team them like football,
little chance for a marker now. Cyrillian with a magnificent equalizer.
Cricket, with other sporting discipline them, plus policy statements them.
Having overt conflict that will affect the sport, the legislation gives us the powers to deregister you.
And international sports news, fixture and results from top league them na Euro. So, for just 45 minutes every day, listen to Sport Update Extra on Radio Democracy 98.1 FM from 10 o'clock morning to 10:45 as you self go get the chance for add your voice to the program. Brace up yourself and ready for another sports program. That na Sport Update Extra, where they come to you live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM from Monday to Friday, as you will get detailed discussion and analysis on team them like football,
Little chance for a marker now. Cyrillian with a magnificent equalizer.
Cricket, with other sporting discipline them, plus policy statements them.
Having overt conflict that will affect the sport, the legislation gives us the powers to deregister you.
And international sports news, fixture and results from top league them na Euro. So, for just 45 minutes every day, listen to Sport Update Extra on Radio Democracy 98.1 FM from 10 o'clock morning to 10:45 as you self go get the chance for add your voice to the program.
Good morning and welcome to another edition of the program Sport Update Extra, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. I am Jaffa Mans Davis for this edition, and today inside this edition of the program we'll focus on athletic sport plus updates around the international scene. This plus your comment and contribution all will make this edition of the program as we get a lot of things to follow inside this edition of the program. But first, we'll take this break, and when we come back, we'll continue the program.
Brace up yourself and ready for another sports program. That na Sport Update Extra, where they come to you live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. From Monday to Friday, as you go get detailed discussion and analysis on team them like football,
Little chance for a marker now. Cyrillian with a magnificent equaliser.
cricket, with other sporting discipline them, plus policy statements them.
Having overt conflict that will affect the sport, the legislation gives us the powers to deregister you.
And international sports news, fixture, and results from top league them na Euro. So, for just 45 minutes every day, listen to Sport Update Extra on Radio Democracy 98.1 FM from 10 o'clock morning to 10:45 as you self will get a chance for add your voice to the program.
The program Sports Update Extra, they continue 077-981-981. Now the number you go use 077-981-981. Now the number you go use to be part of this edition, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. For look at the discussion we'll get today inside this edition, with a focus on the preparation of the Juba organization, Juba Athletics Sports Organization, as they prepare for get the intersport meet we go up in the Juba Barracks field. Waiting they install and how things get for happen, make we get Abubakar Conte, one of the Secretary General for this association. Good morning and welcome to this edition of the program.
Good morning, Family, and good morning to listeners.
Okay, plenty. Thank you for joining today inside this edition of the program. But first off, begin to explain, Giwi, what this association and how it come about.
Good morning once more, and this association is purely organized for the organized sports in the Juba municipality. Well, we formed this organization 4 years back. Well, it comprises of so many old and young, and at the same time we don't do so many things then at the Juba community. We don't do not to the first time this, and this will be the fourth edition. So this time around we do at the Juba playing field as usual. And you know, say when they say bike, people always think violence and distraction, always the kind of the mind. But bike is one of the most disciplined place where you will ever live. And we will grow up on a bike, and when I show your man picking them, we know it's in a discipline. So we give the courage to everybody. Say this organization, they don't form 4 years back, and we don't do it tremendously well. Now that community day, we will hope for CDCM this time around.
But then, what in make group of young people and like I say mix with old come together to form an organization we go there for athletic sports business in particular?
So in this community for yourself in Juba, we get so many talent in them, but the platform not there where they make the talent they grow. So we think I say now we form this organization we purely will base for the organized athletics in that particular community there. So we come together where we get some of the elders them we don't start them in the Juba descendant. But one reason on the other, some travel they not get that time for sit down and do most of them stuff already. But we will be the wrap up, we learn from them and we take over them and start for materialize something. So outside then stop and the way back begin and the organization they go on successful one.
So with this, so far you're saying 4 years, how we don't tell like for stage Denkai event there?
It's difficult really, very very difficult, but we praise be to God because we don't do one, it become more successful one, peaceful. You don't ever get any confrontation, fight or injury because we did make sure say we assure the community of what thing they carry on for and the essence of if you come per program peacefully, is successful. If you the chairman or headman of that community, you get the praise because they will talk to and say, this community going at this activity, they no cause no violence, they no cause no infight. So the praise they go even go to be the organization, who the organizer there and the community heads them.
Let's look at the impact where this kind event don't create for the community and so for young people involved in this sport.
At first, the last 3 years we the organizing. Now only this one we thought and fit we for involve the Sierra Leone Athletics Association, whereas they come in this time around for sport out talent. Then one of the main reason back of this particular edition is the campaign against drug and for step for a healthier tomorrow. That's the essence of this particular one. But this time around, the Sierra Leone Association of Sport Athletics Association come in with aid, and they are sure we say through this they will able sport talent. And within that we constituency day doing this sport here, we get for the pick in the talent then for we represent the community in various athletic sports within them for the organize by the grace of God.
In all of this, you say 4 years when I run the
In existence.
it only in existence when I run the organize this competition.
Yes,
Give listeners then or viewers then a feeling of how you've been trying from the first edition to the second and on to the fourth edition when I don't do this they make the fifth.
Fourth edition.
This they make the fourth edition. How you don't tell like over the course of the day, whose community will be going to win and how people turn up.
Well, initially we start we not start with the large community we get now. We extend that now. The first one we just start based on just 3 community. We have the Juba community, Clapton and Korea compound. But this time we have up to 6 communities where you can take part. And it be really difficult because by then the constraint for sponsorship and so on and so forth. So we be finding very very difficult. But praise God now at least the community they don't see the awareness and the cooperation now 100%. So it's the sporting event.
This one, whose community get to take part now?
Well, this time around we get the Bendembu community, then we get the Porto Levuma combined, then we get the Korea compound, we comprise of Juba Hill, Pipeline, Kabad Drive, we comprise. Then we get the Clapton, we based in Lombly, Beach Road, combined, and we get the Juba Barracks community, we based in Juba, we are then at the host for this particular sport meet. Then we get the last one, we are Pavilion community, we then based in services and cassava farm combined. So in the community and that we get for take part by this year athletic sport meet.
Okay, so we will come into which one I don't put the standards then and all. But when it comes to athletic sports now the country, one community where the north and the Godrich community for Juba, from which you don't see all through the 3 years when I don't organize. You think say when I get the talent them way the athletics association where they say need for be part of this one for begin OPI part for begin say yes Juba segment sport for athletic sport.
Yes, of course. God used in general, we get so many talents, but we just need them. So we ask people, and we just come around and show the people and say yes, you can do it. Because if you get your talent, though you not get possible to push you, and for nothing, just the dig will put on that. But if you get somebody who will support you, encourage you, and come around and tap you in the back, say you can do this, or lie, you will put that effort there. So many of them will they take drugs, so now because they will not get nothing for do and they will not get that engaged mind. If it's something they around like this, will they do so? Will they engage them? Or lie, they not will put on by this cushion and this tramadol will they talk about? Because one, then you get for think na your mind say I get for take part by this athletic sport. Why make another train so that they will call me? And if you see you come play one, you know one, you will feel shame for yourself. So yourself will left the drug force. Make a go train so that they will call me by the team. Because each community will get standard will put in the amount of athletes who want per community for this particular athletic sport.
Why this edition going to be different from the other one?
This fourth edition get to be different because doing the one the way they make, we can be some open whereas if you dey bendable, you liable for go take any athletics any side, even bull camp with a car. But this time around we base and strictly by community base and na locally based. We based na the community. The one the way locally based na the community. Not to the exposed one them because one pick them with the young. So a discussion we get with the SLAA, that is Salon Athletics Association.
This event will happen anytime soon. When I don't get names them way on the monitor. Is it that not the case?
Exactly. We get names them, we go for go right around the communities them. We get names of the athletes that we get for take part by this particular sport meet.
With all of this, what do you want to achieve?
A lot. We want to achieve a lot, and by the grace of God, we get to achieve a lot. Because the main essence, this drug way they talk about, now you will feel the pain if any of your family are a victim. Now one of the main things, Nandi, especially that we community of yourself. We get so many people that we 10 years, 5 years back, we all be the move. We be well to do. But this time around, if you see them, you not go get mind greeting themselves. All because of there is nothing for do. They don't get nothing what they do. They just depend on what you take the dog today, you relax, everything comfortable. Now that na the main thing we problem to it. And if you go around, go down this Longley Bridge, go na Crabtown, go na Tipagron areas by the beach, you see young talent them. We 5 years back, them be well to them, be very energetic, them be very strong. But this time around, they no more. So man don't die. So look at them, say if so, they get talent really, they get talent. But if the program there they take place, they no say on the 20 this, they get sports. Let's stay fit. And how you they stay fit? Not only take drug, and they affect this with athletes then they like today. Not only take drug. You know, say if I not take drug, I not take push, then go call me. If I train, then go call me. So now that now the main thing why make we the push on this athletics.
When it comes to the aspect of the refereeing, getting the independence, making sure that the community that will take part able to get the right points, they not feel like say on the side or things like that. What's in the Juba Athletic Sports Association don't put in place in that light?
Well, we talked to this Athletics Association, and then go what say, and some of the officials them get for come for officiate the sport, and we get to get credible people them around like the Juba vicinity, but then get sports organization we get for backup the Sierra Leone Athletics Association. So now then get for officiate because we know and give the community people them. Because another obstacle we get the first and the second edition, where we give the organization we based na by it. Don't so man if they do the best self for officiate then sport activity then you go say well this don't bias because na Juba in base or this don't bias na Bendobu base very bad and you know go send good signal. So this time around we say strictly na neutral people them with the care for officiate the sport so that we get no confrontation from any community.
So as soon as they prepare for this, when the actual event, when are the actual sports events?
Well, the actual date for the event na the 2021. This Saturday and Sunday to come.
2 days.
2 days, yes sir.
How you can tell it? What think you happen day one?
Well, the one we get with open ceremony, we get like was a light match from outside to inside the field. Then at the same time we got open ceremony. Then we get a speech from the president of the Juba Athletics Association. Then we get speech from the Sierra Leone Athletics Association's president. Then we kick off by the grace of God.
How many events or how many races they do?
They do up to 60 something races in eventing by the grace of God.
2 days.
2 days, yes sir.
For people who want to be part of this now free?
No, not go be free. You know say empty bag no dey enough. And any of them thing that we dey do na money we dey spend really. And you know say right now the country no easy. And people then they try around, the stakeholders around they try, especially the soldiers, because one for good that feel first, it entails a lot, but them sacrifice and give the feel. We I know say na pay will pay them, na give them give the feel, and they really try for me since the one who start this year, and we back they push and do the best.
So I'm not supporting the people don't say.
I tell you.
In all of this, as an association, what's not the challenge we don't face all through the 3 years old and up in this one they go to sport?
The challenges we will get na sponsorship. Na sponsorship. Now only this year we get 1xBet we come in we eat. We this day for yesterday when a Sunday we get we health walk. We start from Funkia Junction to Aberdeen. We then provide for we then sets and we do that campaign in health walk day. It was successful. We kudos to them. They really try. And we get 2-3 stakeholders around. We come in we aid back for provide water and other things. So
For still 3 inside the program na Sports Update Extra, and it come to you from the Society for the Democracy 98.1 FM Fambul. If you just join me today, we'll look at the Juba Athletic Sport Association, their preparation ahead of the 4th edition Inter-Athletics Community Sports event will go happen at the Juba Barracks Field, and say it will happen on the 20th of December 2025. As we build up towards that, the time from the studio clock now 10:22. But don't forget to you fully listen to it from wherever you get free from. Cable will be part of the program by where you go use the number 077 981 981. The number again 077 981 981, or you can add your voice to with social media platform them on Facebook and on YouTube by where you will use the comment section for make your contribution, comment or ask questions on the different things that we will look at inside this edition of the program. The time from the studio clock 10:23, and at this point we'll pause for a short while. When we come back, we'll come and look at fixtures for match week 7 of the Leon Rock Premier League and waiting on the happen inside the international scene overnight. We'll take this break. When we come back, we continue the program.
Brace up yourself and ready for another sports program. That na Sports Update Extra, where they come to you live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM from Monday to Friday, as you go get detailed discussion and analysis on team them like football,
Little chance for a marker now. Cyrillian with a magnificent equaliser.
cricket, with other sporting discipline them, plus policy statements them.
Having overt conflict that will affect the sport, the legislation gives us the powers to deregister you.
And international sports news, fixture, and result from top league them na Euro. So, for just 45 minutes every day, listen to Sport Update Extra on Radio Democracy 98.1 FM from 10 o'clock morning to 10:45, as yourself will get a chance for add your voice to the program.
The program Sports Update Extra, they continue. 077-981-981, the number you go use, 077-981-981. Family will open the phone line now. You can call now for make your contribution and add a voice to the different thing them we will look at inside this edition of the program. Inside the program now, they start for look at fixtures them for the Lerock Premier League for match week 7. And inside match week 7, the fixtures and turn like this. Biboye Warriors, well, we'll not go before give the exact location and date where some of them fixtures they are going to play until the Premier League board pull the official one for this week. But the fixtures then get for be confirmed. Biboye Warriors go welcome Bo Rangers to Potloko Town Field, whilst all Edwardians they engage Bantal FC. Star Sports Academy going to look forward for continue with the run of form after an impressive display against Bulham Stars. This time they face Eastern Lions. Wilberforce Strikers go on for awake from the slumber as they not get some fine time in their last encounter. This time they entertain Bulham Stars. FC Calon they look forward for continue with the rejuvenating energy as they face Freetown City Football Club. Then go on for continue with that kind of performance day against Freetown City Football Club. Slifa Football Club they play against Diamond Stars, and Wusum Stars go engage Abacha City. Mighty Blackpool after the first defeat under new manager coach Yellowman, they play against Luawa away to Luawa. Luawa they host Mighty Blackpool, while Sports Authority courtesy of that very good 3-1 victory against Mighty Blackpool in the sixth week, then go engage Camboy Eagles, we go come out from Kenema for can play Sports Authority. Well, these are some of the fixtures them, and the phone line still open. You can call for make your contribution and add a voice to the different thing them we will look at inside this edition. But just quickly before we move on to other issues, they look at the table as at now. After 6 games played, FC Calon they in pole position and get 14 points after 6 matches. Star Sports get 14 points after 6 matches. Biboye Warriors with 14 points after 6 matches in 3rd position. Ports Authority in 4th position with 11 points after 6 matches. Bo Rangers in 5th position with 11 points. Wusum Stars with 10 points in this 6th position. Wilberforce Strikers they 7th position and get 9 points. Bantal FC they 8th position and get 8 points. And then All Edwardians Football Club the 9th position and get 8 points. Slifa Football Club they 10th position and get 7 points. Luawa FC they 11th position and get 6 points. Camboy Eagles they 12th position and get 6 points. Eastern Lions in 13th position and get 5 points, whilst Diamond Stars they below them with 5 points and safe day 14th position. relegation threatening at the moment look like this. Freetown City Football Club, the 15th position with 5 points. Abacha City, the 16th position with 5 points. Same for Bulom Stars, the 17th position with 5 points. And Rock Bottom Mighty Blackpool, the 18th position with only 3 points. The program sports updates, they continue. As it stands, the table really look tight, and a win for any of the relegation threatened team can take them automatically out of the relegation threatened zone, which means say the league don't get an intensity, and as we don't see many teams and don't move away from one manager and they go to another. Mighty Blackpool are one, and some other clubs them don't make that tough decision. We're going to look forward to see how they're going to manage the string behind them kind results that will only happen for some of the clubs then. Bulom Stars again, they start off very well, but not only show the consistency and lost by thrashing 5-1 win against Star Sports Academy. Abacha City don't they struggle for get points, but then Freetown City Football Club safe need for buck up because the last season performance not be encouraging, and so they need for put things in place for get things right. Eastern Lions not don't perform like what fans they expect, but many people they look at and say now because the season still they far, and 6 games into the season they can able to recover and able to pick up more points on the board. Look at how the top 5 look like at the moment. Ports Authority, now the most surprising team, we don't pick up position where many people not really expect, and according to the manager, he say the team they in about 50 to 60% complete of the transition process, where means say the result when they get the system, the players them welcome the ideology. But one big news, according to the manager, he say the reason we make Musa Noah Kamara not only get fine time with the club, not because of injury, but because the player no respect in colleague them na the team and prefer community league over in club football. And Bo Rangers, Seth done a very decent spot inside this league, but then check another team with it into transition. We're going to hope and wait and see how things go pan out for Bo Rangers. The program sports updates they continue. 077-981-981 now the number you go use. 077-981-981 now the number you go use to be part of this edition, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. And remember, say the Facebook and YouTube page still open. You can able for call for make a contribution and add the voice to the different thing them we will look at inside this edition of the program. Quickly before we come back to the studio guests, we will go on to the international scene for look at how results then be look like yesterday, as a whole lot of games have been there from the championship on to the Premier League and Chef Serie A. We see Usai Manchester United been get a 4-4 draw with AFC Bournemouth, whilst for the English Championship we see Derby County they get a 3-0 victory against Sheffield Wednesday. AS Roma get a single goal victory against Como Football Club, now the Italian Serie A, and Rayo Vallecano been settled to a 0-0 draw with Real Betis. This is not how things been turned like for the international scene, and today the fixtures them will expect more of the Carling Cup fixtures. Usai we go see Chelsea go play against Cardiff, and then for the Carling Cup, and then the Copa del Rey we go see Deportivo La Corona go play against Mallorca, Eibar go play against Elche, and then we go see El Dens they play against Real Sociedad, Gion they play against Valencia, and Guadalajara they play against Barcelona. That now the fixtures them from the international scene for listeners and viewers them for look forward to. But we come back to we studio guests as the phone line is still open. You can call now for make a contribution and add a voice to the different thing then we will look at inside this edition. I come back to you again, Abubakar Conte. You don't be quiet for a while. And also you don't mention about how funding now one big challenge we the look out forget before you can make a call about the sponsorship and another one then. How preparation time like for put everything or make sure say even with funding on another that kill on a spirit for not for continue for push up this goal for organize an athletic sports in the community.
Welcome once more. The preparation is going smoothly and though it's challenging, but we're there at the final stage now. By the grace of God, everything though they intact. You know, say this is a community base, and we don't see community business very wild. And at the same time, you get to expect a lot difficulty there for come around, but we don't go ahead of that.
What's in the message from this Juba Athletic Sports Association where they go out to community? You know, say sports sometimes disorder can they other time then the community through the emotions and the enjoyment. Not one for take the law into their hands because sometimes they say decision not go into their favor and things like that. What we not put in place in that right here?
The message we I will send to the communities then may the rest assure say the invigilator them therefore be credible, then therefore be factual, and then not for bias in this case. As always, we know the organized sport and you even say the organizer they don't because of Juba then they so they don't for Juba or Bendembu they don't for we need to do that. And this time around a neutral people that we count.
Call inside the program. Hello caller, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Good morning, and good morning. I call Juba.
Okay.
Yeah, concerning the sport athletics.
What's my contribution?
Mina Satima Sare from Juba. Yeah. I just want to tell the organization just a thank you for this good work what they do, where they spread the athletic sport na this western area because any kind of way of football, then we see say and all dominate. You understand? Athletics business not gonna wait for. So when they don't come up with this initiative, make them continue with this initiative, make them continue for good to do make them continue for good to kick out and sports out and young talent them. So thank you to the way we did at the studio, Mr. Abubakar, and thank you to you too, sir.
Okay, plenty thank you for your contribution.
Yeah.
The program Sports Updates Extra they continue. Continue as you say.
I sure see this time around, you know, as always we do, we need to take bias. And now neutral people and for come and visually this sport here. And we assure them say this time it get for more unique than the last 3 editions because the athletic law assure we say within this time around they get for the pick out talent them. And now the reason that this initially sport for don't do on the 25 and the 26, but because they get this boxing day sport we normally can do a stadium, but we don't shift and to bow because of the stadium in the one. So they tell we say we do now the 2021 because most of them go do that time they have it on. So we assure the people of safety and credibility this time around.
But before we go, what's in the message we send out to people or people who go out for help or support tonight?
Well, the message we had sent out is that we still look up to the Soyat people, and if you want to help the communities, if you want to help the youths, like the best way this you will help them, because some of them get the talent, but you don't get person we go there around we can support them. And at the big sickness this again at this country here, you will tell this man say I do you know want this, but you know want help him. How the person will get work for? So there will be big. All the one that we get good people around that Juba community there. We capable, we able to do more than what we do so safe. We just to do best, but we need them really, because you want we not able to do something, and we really need them. And the sports now this Saturday, the 20 and the 21, we are the last day. And the last day we get forget after sports and night we will get forget all the award them do in that night today. And for going inside, now 30 years by the grace of God.
Thank you, Johnny, today inside this edition of the program. But before we go, a round of updates for Inter-Community Championship to really carry on. Now the western part. From Aberdeen Amateur Football Association. Now the fourth edition, we then call one expect Inter-Community Championship. They on a semi-final match, and then Aberdeen Road go play on Saturday against Area Stars, whilst for the Beach Road Inter-Community Football Association safe then into the community tournament, then they into round of 16, and the fixtures then been done continue, and things done they go on very well from the Beach Road, and after round of 16 now then they into quarter-final, and as it stands it look like this. Quarter-final, Canigo go play against Regent Road Country, and also Bendebu go play against Kingston. We then can also call them FC Calon. Juba Pavilion go play against Beach Road or Dodo, whilst New Life Community go play against Ticklock Community. New Life or Ticklock Community go play against Lumley All Stars. That's now what's going to happen now the Bendus Drive field, and same for the semi-final fixture will happen. Casablanca playing Kinas there, but the Old Amateur Football Association they continue with the Inter-Community Championship. Well, Fambul, plenty thank you to you, Abubakar Conte, for be part of this edition, and plenty thank you to the listeners and viewers. Then we journey today inside this edition of the program. Because of time, we'll go to cutting down Nayaso, and so till next time we'll be in Canton at this edition. And I'm Jafferman Davis, but I've been on the work closely with DJ Schoolface and also Fatima Tasamoa make on see live on Facebook. Musa Kamara, my producer. Until then, goodbye.
Brace up yourself and ready for another sports program. That na Sports Update Extra, where they come to you live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM from Monday to Friday, as you will get detailed discussion and analysis on team them like football,
Little chance for a marker now. Cyril Leone with a magnificent equaliser.
cricket,